Hey everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Womansplain. I'm your co-host, Darlene Lopez.
And I'm Ivette Lopez, and we are here with our fabulous producer,
Alex Ramirez.
Hey, what's good? Woo-hoo. Guys,
Oh my god!
damn, that went there. No, dude, can you believe we've been doing this for
2 weeks now?
2 weeks, 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
Like I'm stoked.
This is consistency. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, me too.
So we're here to talk about something that I think is a big deal. I think everyone does. Everyone. So we're going to talk about women's hygiene today.
Yeah, let's do this.
As I unbutton my belt and I'm like letting it all hang out. So I think we're going with shaving and shit.
Shaving and shit. So
Literally.
Darlene and I have been talking a lot about. Okay, so with the show, let me backtrack a little bit. With the show, we want to really womansplain to y'all just regular things that happen that men just try to oppress us with, or just society. You know what I mean? Just these crazy, like, what would you call them? Standards that women are
standards, processes, procedures.
Yeah. So
guidelines.
It's something so simple, hygiene, but women are always placed under these ridiculous standards that, oh, you gotta look good, you gotta do your hair, you gotta do your eyebrows, you gotta go.
You can't age. I hate that one. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Seriously.
But you know what? The sad thing is when we get so into it that we oppress each other with these standards, you know? So I guess I should lead with this. I have a problem with poop shaming.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not as healthy as I used to be, but when I was like going to the gym every day, when I was watching what I ate, I was going like 4 times a day. Like if I had a meal, I would go. And like I was at work for like 8-9 hours a day. So like if I had to go, I had to go. But why? Like I had to wait until all the women were out of the bathroom to go.
Really? You just didn't courtesy flush?
I mean, if I couldn't stand anymore, I might courtesy flash during, or make a lot of noise. And if it's like a silent one, you can kind of gauge it. But sometimes you gotta
like tapping your foot.
Yeah, and the worst thing is like when I'm already in there, I'm waiting for someone to leave, and then and I feel like this next person that comes in is so arrogant. They just walk in and they're expecting me to leave. Like, no, I was waiting for you to leave first.
Oh my gosh!
And it's a stalemate.
Yes.
It's a stalemate, and I'm sitting here like it's a Cold War.
What's the longest you've ever waited in a stall waiting for another girl to leave?
Maybe like 10 minutes.
Dude, I've waited like I've literally sent like emails. Just I'm like, when is this bitch gonna leave? Mm-hmm. Like I can't, because it's like you blow it up and then you're just like, I can't let this bitch see my face. Like I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. No, recently though, I've like just been like, you know what, I gotta go, and like I tried to make sure it's like subtle, or there's like sound covering it out and everything.
You start coughing.
Yeah, or like, well, that could let it all out. You can't do that.
Comes and tries to give you CPR.
No. Well, if you try to cough during, your sphincter might just blow. Oh, so like, I'll just make some noise just to like kind of make ambient noises, and then I'll flush and just go. Noises, and then, is it ambient or ambient? Just like almonds or almonds?
Ambient, but tomato. Same,
yeah, I just think it's like
difference.
I'm just being from California right now. So, then I'll just try to go, and then I don't feel as ashamed, but I know people that like won't do it. Or my sister, one time she told me a story. She had to like really go in high school. Mm-hmm. And she was waiting in the bathroom, and this girl was like taking her time doing her hair, and she was just like, "Excuse me, could you please press the hand dryer?" And the girl was like, yeah, sure. Just pressed it. Noise came through. My sister had to do what she had to do.
Why do you think as women, though, we're so embarrassed to fart? I feel like men are they own their, like, farts. I don't even know
their colon health.
They own their colon health, yes. And we're so like, oh, no, like, even though, like, what the fuck? Like, why are we like this?
I think it's from this, like, idea that we have to be, like, dainty and demure, I guess. And I can't stand it. Like, yeah, I'm over it. Like, I gotta go sometimes.
Yeah, and my shit smells. Like, so does yours. Like, what the fuck?
This is true.
I actually knew a guy.
Ah, shit.
He was roommates. He was roommates with this dude that I knew, and he would dump women if he if they farted in front of him.
Okay, that's like the George Costanza of like Shallow Hal. When he's like, yeah, her big toe's ugly or whatever. It's like,
yeah, I swear. I was just like, how, what?
I just feel like that's stupid. That's like finding an excuse because you have like a tail.
Yeah. Like, it's like, and this person is married now. It blows my mind.
Oh my God, that poor wife. Did she have to like,
she just doesn't fart.
She has to excuse herself and take a walk. No, okay, let me tell you something. When I was younger, so my parents were divorced. They've been divorced since I was 9. Hold the applause. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh, no.
And so my dad would always like obviously fart in front of us, and like we would fart in front of my mom. It was like not a big deal. My mom didn't like it, but she would do it too sometimes, you know. But not like my mom's more of a little lady and has her manners. But we just felt so shy about farting in front of my dad. Like we would, if I had to go, I'd do it. But then he just laughed. But I would just feel so embarrassed, like oh my God, in front of my dad, you know, whatever. Yeah. And it was so funny because me and my sister would talk about it sometimes with my mom, and we'd be like, oh my God, isn't that so funny that I can't fart in front of dad, but I totally feel comfortable farting in front of mom. And my mom got so butthurt. She was like, yeah, that's because you don't respect me. Oh my God. And then so when my mom was like with my stepdad, well, my first stepdad, no, I'm kidding, no, with my stepdad. No, I'm kidding. My mom is a saint. But when she was with my stepdad, we had a conversation with my sister, and I'm like, dude, does he not fart in front of you? My mom's like, no, he's respectful. I'm like, well, what does he do when he need to fart? You know, and she's like, he takes a walk or something. I'm like, oh, right, okay. I'm really going to take a walk and fart? Like, no.
Everybody fucking farts, dude.
Everybody farts.
Everybody fucking farts.
It's like that, like, everybody poops. And then the Catholic one, or it's like, nobody poops but you. Everybody poops.
My dad, when he would fart, he would purposely roll up all the windows in the car.
Make it
and it was like silent but deadly. And it was so fucking disgusting. And we'd all be like, oh my God, he would fucking lock the windows so we couldn't roll. And he'd be like, and I'm like,
my dad would do something similar. My dad would be like that stealthy, but like, let's say we're driving by somewhere and it smells really bad. Even if it's just like a sewer, he'd be like, te jalaste.
Yeah.
And we're like, tú te jalaste. And he would just laugh, you know, like he's cool about it.
Yeah.
You know, but like the man I'm with now, he's very clean. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't fart in front of me. Huh. It's the craziest thing. I'm like, have you ever heard your mom fart in front of you? He's like, no. And then we even got into like a little bit of an argument about it one time.
You're like, why aren't you farting in front of me? Right.
Because he's like, I just wasn't raised like that. And I'm like, well, then I'm the fun one. And then sometimes I feel like the way we are, I feel like we're Carl and Ellie from Up.
Oh my gosh.
My family's like all like, you know, let's loose and literally. And then his family's all cute and like proper. But like he farted for me like once, and it was like boop, boop. And I was like, oh, did you fart? He's like, yeah. And he looks so sad.
He's like,
and then like usually I've been lucky because I've farted maybe like 10 times in front of him, and sometimes I'm doing noise and they don't come out sounding like farts. They come out sounding like noise, like or something. And they're not too bad. But one time we were in the car and he was making a U-turn on the street. And I was like in an argument on the phone with somebody, and I farted, and it was so smelly. It was so bad. And I was like, oh, and like a couple blocks later, I'm like, dude, I farted, it smelled. He's like, I know. I'm like, I was embarrassed. I was like, dude. But he also like, he's very like bashful. Like he suffers from a gluten allergy. And he likes to eat gluten. So if he,
I do too.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Do you really? Do you have a gluten?
No, I like to eat gluten.
Oh. I was like, have you been hiding a gluten allergy this whole time? You gordosa? No. Knock on wood.
Seriously. Maybe I do. Maybe that's why my fart smells so bad.
I know. No, but like, he doesn't want to gamble on a fart. He's like, you know, I don't care for my stomach too much. He's like, I don't care after it too much. He's like, so I don't want to gamble on a fart and just like have it blow up. But, there's this idea that women can't fart or we can't poo. I think it's stupid.
Newsflash, gentlemen. Not only do we fart probably harder than smellier than you do. So get the fuck used to it.
Yeah. Oh my God, it gets bad. I have really terrible ones. Yeah. Alex, do you have bad farts? Alex?
Se escucha mal, pero descansa el animal.
I don't even know what part
Se escucha mal, pero descansa el
Mayan
animal.
Like lore is that?
I've never heard
Are we talking about a jaguar?
Dig, that's why he's our producer, man.
I know,
he's coming up with these one-liners. Should we translate that?
You translate it because I feel like there's some
what? Say it again.
Se escucha mal,
it sounds bad, but the animal rests. I guess it doesn't get.
Oh, I guess so. I guess it's like.
It gets lost in translation a little bit.
No, well, it's almost like it sounds bad, but at least I'm at rest afterwards.
I'm far, but I'm also feeling good.
Yeah. Okay. I empty out the girl's tongue. Oh, yes,
well,
honey.
it's true. So going back to the whole gluten allergy with Pancho. So he doesn't, if he ever eats gluten or anything, he just all day se aguanta. He doesn't go to the bathroom, and then he goes at home.
That's so bad. He's gonna get gastritis.
I totally feel like, I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna have like, I don't even know.
An ulcer or something. I don't know.
No, diverticulitis or something.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. But he's like, I just don't feel comfortable, so I don't go, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to feel like crazy all day. My stomach's going to hurt. I feel like I'm going to blow up my pants. I'm going to go. And that's where we go to the bathroom. And I have to wait for these hyenas to get out.
I don't think you should have to. I think you should just blow it up. Fuck them. I mean, not fuck them, but
then I also feel like I don't want anyone to witness me taking a poo. Like, this is crazy.
Don't get... I don't know. I have no common courtesy when it comes to fart. Like, I'm just like, you shouldn't fart if you're like in a public space. Like, for example, Darlene and I, we go to grad school together, and we have this crazy business entrepreneurship class that we take every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
And literally every Wednesday we show up to the building, and it's always packed. Like, the elevators are always really packed. So last week, was this last week or the week before?
This was last week, unfortunately.
This was last week. A man thinking he could just fart all over the place.
And he was like 6'5", so his ass was up to my chest.
Yeah, like, he was a very tall boy, like very, very tall.
I knew it was
like
him.
His mama fed him lots of beans.
And she fed him beans that day.
She fed him beans that day because this motherfucker farted. Okay.
And he knew it was him, and it was a bunch of girls everywhere.
And Darlene,
it was bad.
You should explain the story.
And no, we were waiting for the elevator, and at that school...
Of course she did. Of course Darlene
at that school, like, the kids insist on packing the elevator with, like, 15 of themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like the elevator's like not even able to shift properly, and it's like it'll be like dee 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 dee.
The elevator fits 2 people comfortably.
Yeah, and so it's like these kids keep coming on, and every week, and then they make us late, and every week I have to be like, you can't fit, like you wait for the next one or take the stairs.
Like about to punch the shit out of them.
Because I purposely try to go and wait, and I let the other one load up, and I'll wait. I'll stay back for the next elevator, and then I'm always towards the back. So anyway, this huge Paul Bunyan and his blue ox. They come
blue
on.
Ox was his ass.
Yeah, right. Okay. And so he gets on.
It was a silent one though.
It was silent, and
he just smelled it, and we were like,
knew he had Asian
it?
food, dude. I could tell. I'm like, there were some bamboo shoots in that.
because in that building they sell banh mi.
They sell banh mi and bibimbap and all that stuff. I was like,
oh, that's the hookup. Okay.
Yeah, they have some good food though.
Good looking out. Yeah, that homeboy always hooks you up. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. Homie's hooking you up. So I knew he blew it up beforehand, and I'm like, somebody farted.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to say that. I'm like, somebody, legit voice, somebody farted, dude. I'm like, it smells so bad right now. Yeah. And it lingered. I got even more angry.
No, he lingered as he walked in front of us. That was his mistake.
He crop dusted us.
Yeah. And it was literally like a trail of fucking fairy fart dust just following you into the elevator.
He crop dusted us like Central California.
We were like, it was so disgusting.
It was gross.
And then inside, Darlene and I were like fucking, those like little masks that fall out from the plate when there's not enough oxygen.
I couldn't help it. It was in my mouth. It was on the roof of my mouth, my tongue.
We fucking caught E. coli off of that shit.
I know. No, I was like, I couldn't even stand it. Like, it bathed my banh mi, which was in my backpack, because afterwards the paper smelled bad, like fart. And I'm like, okay, fuck this kid.
So if a man can fucking fart in a crowded ass elevator, ladies,
and it acts like it was in his stand gas.
Yeah, like this fool was just like, oh, it wasn't me. He was like Shaggy.
Let me not make eye contact. Your butt made contact though.
With all of our
so
faces.
bad.
No, but ladies,
please fart.
Please fart. We're womansplaining it to you. Please fart as loudly, as smelly as you got it. If you got to go, you got to go.
I mean, if it's really smelly and pungent, which you'll know because it'll burn your penis, you can excuse yourself, go to the bathroom or go outside, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I'll be honest with you, I let it out slowly sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
And I'll tell you what.
I'm farting right now.
No.
And in the next segment, they will probably be farting on the microphone.
Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like a 5-year-old. But no, I will say this. Like, when I've had to go sometimes when I'm at the club, I'll just walk through the crowd and crop dust. Because I have to go, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. And if I drink, you never know.
Yeah. Alcohol gives you the shits.
Yeah.
No. I've been farting this entire time.
Yeah. No, but just to keep this conversation going. So yes, there's that, the farting, and then the poop shaming. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Don't wait all day.
Yeah.
Just do what you gotta do. That's what the bathroom's here for. One time, there is this radio station in San Diego where I'm from, where this girl, whose name I will not say, but she's still on the radio after like 12 years, and she ignorant as hell. She was like, we'll talk about that later, but she was talking about how like etiquette with girls and etiquette with guys, and like the reason why girls take so long in the bathroom is because when we go, we have to wait for like 40 of you girls to check the stall that's open.
Yeah.
You know, get out of the way so we can wash our hands, because you don't have the courtesy of going to the nearest mirror that doesn't have a sink.
Yeah.
And then I gotta wait for every bitch in here to leave. Not every bitch, but you know, every female or whatever person in here to leave so I can go out of courtesy for them and myself. And basically my point of this is like, people don't understand that that's your time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it's like, we gotta go, we gotta do shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then men, I hear that men just go.
Yeah.
Dudes are in the bathroom and there are people like blowing it up behind them in the stalls. And they don't care. And they're just like, yeah, cool.
You know what? As a social experiment, we should
blow it up.
We should just blow it up and see like people's reactions. Like honestly, this could be a really good social experiment.
I would do that, but they
It's
can't see
time.
my shoes. I'll change my shoes afterwards and I'll leave when they're not there.
No, we gotta own we gotta own it. We gotta own our bubble guts.
Yeah, definitely bubble guts.
Bubble guts.
Yeah.
Bubble guts.
No, I definitely, but I will crop dust if I need to.
Yeah, no. Don't ever hold your shit or your farts in for a man either. Please don't do that, ladies.
Yeah.
If you can't fart in front of him or take a huge gnarly dump in front of him, he ain't for you. And gentlemen, if she doesn't fart or take huge dumps in front of you,
I mean,
she's too young for you, bro.
But I don't take the dumps in front of him.
Well, I mean,
but I'll tell you this: the first time I ever went to Pancho's house, or the second time I went to Pancho's house, I forgot what happened, but I really had to go. And we were barely kind of dating. I was like, I'm being all dumb and whatever. And I was like, I have to blow it up. Like this is bad. So like I went in there, I blew it up. The fan was on, so it covered up the sound and made sure it smelled good afterwards. I even gave it a light scrub, and like I called my aunt back. So I walked out of the bathroom on the phone so he wouldn't think that I was in there for so long because of the poop. Apparently he didn't notice.
there you go. See,
and then,
that's true love right there.
And there's guys that are like, oh, if a girl poops at your house, she's not that into you. But I'm like, if a girl poops at your house, it's because she had to poop at your house.
Exactly.
Yeah, she had to poop in those in your toilet.
And she feels comfortable, clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that we have to frame it that way. Like, oh, she feels comfortable. But no, like, yeah, if you have to go, you have to go. How stupid. Like,
yeah, no.
Like, what
and
is
your
this?
Dress fits better afterwards.
Yeah.
Like,
just dump that baby out.
Nope.
That poop baby.
No, it's true. What's another hygienic thing? Oh, I was going back to the radio station girl.
Oh, yeah.
So that radio station girl was like, one time they were talking about it on the radio, and she's like, yeah, it's gross when girls do like the number 2 in the public bathroom. Like, wait until you get home and do it. And I was like, that's what the bathroom's here for.
Yeah. And
it's
that's
not here for social hour. It's called a bathroom.
Yeah.
Or a restroom. It's not called a beauty room. It's not called a homegirls taking selfies room. Like, you gotta go. And don't shame someone for that. I should write a strongly worded email to her.
You should. That's hella ignorant.
It is.
Hella.
Yeah. That's along the lines of like, when dudes don't like that your nail polish is chipped. I hate that. 'Cause it's a serious turn off when a girl's nail polish is chipped. Homie, you sound like you want to paint them. You sound like you're mad because you want to paint them.
Like, what the fuck?
What's something else that you're like, this is a standard that is stupid?
Shaving.
I'm going to tell you right now, when it's cold outside and I shave my legs, that shit hurts. The prickly little hairs that go up because it's cold outside and you get the little goosebumps.
It just gets itchy. But you know what? You just gotta let it shave. You gotta go bare a little bit, and then it's good. After like the 3rd day, you're good. But dude, literally in the winter,
do you mean shaving your legs or shaving
your legs?
Okay. Yeah. Because that too, like that. You get little cuts on you and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll do it sometimes because my hair, my ankle hair. I don't think any woman should have to shave.
Yeah. No.
I personally think that my legs look a little bit better when I do. Mm-hmm. You know. Just facts of life.
I only shave for my pedicurist. I'm not gonna lie.
I do because I know it's like me talking so much shit.
No, my ex would be like, dude, like your legs are so hairy. I'm like, I literally don't care. Yeah. Like I don't give a fuck. Sounds like
you're jealous.
Actually, it was really crazy because he was a cyclist, and there was a point in time where he started shaving his legs.
Well, bitch.
And I'm not gonna lie, maybe this was ignorant of me, but
did you shave his legs for him?
No, I did not. But I was just like, this is Alex is cringing.
You should have shaved his what is it called? His horseshoe hair that's left because he's balding.
No, but
He should have shaved the shit on the sides of his head.
No,
Makes almost like Bozo the Clown.
It made me feel some kind of way. I was like, damn, fool, like, I don't even shave, like, half a year. Like, you're over here shaving for,
okay,
like...
Michael Phelps, like chill.
Like, what the fuck? He's like, makes me more aerodynamic. I'm like, please shut the fuck up. Like, no, it doesn't. Like...
You slower than a motherfucker. I don't know.
No, like, I don't know. Like, it did make me feel some type of way. And I know it shouldn't, but it did. I was like...
Yeah, I mean, the body hair thing comes up, like... I personally, again, for myself, I prefer that I shave my armpits.
Yes.
But other women don't shave theirs, and I'm like, whatever, it's on you. But then when I'm not gonna lie, when I see a girl like raise her arm and she has a tuft of fur, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, like that's really crazy. But then I'm like,
it's just like shocking at first.
Yeah, and then you're like, you know, that's good for her. Good for her. She doesn't want to shave her armpits.
Yeah, no, totally. Alex and I, when we were... He's laughing already. No, I mean, we love this girl, but she we knew this girl. She was in an MFA program over at Cal State Northridge.
You just
and
graduation date.
Social security number 555. No. And she did this very interesting. I can't even fucking say it. She did this very interesting graduate project before she graduated, where she grew out her armpit hair, and then she shaved it, and she turned her hair into brushes, and she would send the brushes to people, right?
She would send the hair pieces to people, and then she would make brushes too.
Wait, hold on. Say this, Alex.
Hi. She would... I don't really know, but she I don't know, but her project was that she documented the pictures, so she documented the growth. So every week or every whatever, she would document her growth and take pictures of how much hair she had, and then I think she would, at the end, she cuts them off. She would send it to people in the mail, and then she made some brushes.
Who were the recipients of the...
Oh, people signed up.
Yeah, people signed up to
Oh my God. People be signing up for the weirdest shit. Like, I can't even stand this.
Yeah, she would, and it was like I think her project, to me, I mean, she was super dope. I love her, but it was like standing up against like oppression and women having to shave and all this stuff. But
misogynoir.
It was a little bizarre. It was a little bit bizarre. But I think she would, Alex. I think, remember, she would send people postcards too. So she would paint with the armpit brushes.
Were they good paintings?
I don't remember. I never signed up for one. It's been a while.
I'm okay off that. Like, I don't think I need to like harvest any part of my body's growth to like make art necessarily.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's interesting. Like, there was a lady who used her period blood to like paint a painting that was the size of a wall.
Much. That's too much.
I mean, it was like a fetus, and like it was her hands, and she'd use her hands to paint use the blood to paint. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, this is some deep shit. This is some, like, I'm about this. But like, does it stink afterwards?
Not only that, can you catch something afterwards? That's blood.
Yeah,
Well, it's like, but think about it. She had to do it in parts because like she had her first part of her period. She harnessed the energy from that and made part of the painting. But then that's not. She needed way more blood than that. So this is like an ongoing project. I mean,
tampons.
Oh, the cup, probably a soft cup or something.
Menstrual cup.
I don't know. I mean, good for her. Like that thing that's crazy. But I was impressed, and that brings me to my next subject: periods and stuff.
Yeah.
This is my message to every female woman that, oh my God, Alex just showed me the picture of the armpit brush and lady, and she just had a sensual moment with her own armpit in that picture. But this is my message to anybody that has a period. Do not feel ashamed to walk to the bathroom with a pad or a tampon or a soft cup or an extra underwear. When you go to the bathroom, you can't help that shit.
Yes.
I hate when people are like, Darlene, they pull me aside. Do you have a pad or a tampon? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, can you just put it in my bag? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, don't be ashamed of that shit. People freely hand out condoms all the time. Oh, I got condoms. They got it pinned to their like lapel.
Yeah.
And you can't like walk around with like a pad. Like,
yeah.
No, absolutely.
We are definitely shamed for
having
our
period.
menses for sure.
Yeah.
No, for sure. No,
that's a good way to say it.
No, like, no, seriously. I carry a little bag, but I feel like it's so obvious. It's like take my little baggie, and then it's like, duh, like we
That's
all know
good
what's
too,
in there. It's either pads or cocaine. Like, and if you know me, you know there's only one option. I don't know.
The
like
cocaine. Okay.
I'm just fucking doing lines in the bathroom, just blowing it up.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, no, just
have
do
your
what
little
you have to
baggie, do
do.
your little purse thing, or have a period. It's okay.
Yeah.
Have a period on me.
Have a period on Darlene.
On me. One period.
Did you
is
hear
fine.
that they're gonna actually change the water from blue to red now because they want to embrace women's periods more on commercials? So you know how like when they do like the test?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so instead of blue water, it's gonna be like red period water.
I wish it was the same consistency too. Consistency.
Yeah. So not as
like they make it seem
watery.
like liquid, and like let's keep it real here. Like sometimes your blood be like thicker than gravy,
like Jell-O shots.
with the skin on top.
Yes,
and
honey.
sometimes it's like watery, and you're like you're like laying down. It's like suddenly it's like it's floated down your crack, and it's like on your back.
Fuck! What the fuck?
Does it ever happen to you when you're like laying down
No.
and it like comes out? But the thing is, it doesn't hit the pad and absorb immediately, so it just kind of drips down your crack, and then like next thing you know, you have a period stain at like the top seam of the back of your pants. I'm like,
that has happened. But I try to like double and triple stuff. So I like 5 tampons, 5 pads at all times up in there.
You have a pan flute in there. You have a pan flute.
Yeah. I fucking put a FedEx envelope up in that bitch.
God.
Like, hell no. Ain't nothing coming out of here.
Bubble wrap. Oh man.
Bubble wrap my vagina during my period.
Shit.
No.
Sometimes
shit.
I've double underweared it before.
Oh, I
like
haven't
worn a
done
big
that.
underwear and then worn a smaller underwear on top of it just to like, seal it.
No, yeah, but yeah, I try to avoid that because I'm like, oh.
And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we all have periods as people that have periods, all females or whatever you identify with. If you have a uterus and you have it still working, and on purpose or not, whatever, you're going to have that. And I just feel like I'm sick and tired of like feeling ashamed of having like my little pad out or like having to go,
I agree. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I've gone to the extent when I don't have pockets when I'm wearing like tights or leggings or something. I literally hide my tampon. Like I'll grab it from my purse and I'll put it up my sleeve so people don't see it. And it's like, for what? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is so natural.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. I totally like pull out my little green always packet and I'm just like, gotta do my thing.
Yeah, no, totally.
And and on top of that, like I do teach my partner about it too because he has an older sister, so he never like, she's like 10 years older, so he never really grew up like directly with his sister, like going through puberty like him and whatever. So he's educated himself as much as he can, but like there's times where like he doesn't understand like, he didn't see like he didn't know how much blood actually came out or like how the pad and tampon actually work. So like I've shown him like, hey, this is what a pad looks like. This is how you put it on. I haven't been like, hey, this is my all day pad from 8 hours ago, or like, hey, help me with the tampon. I'm gonna get toxic shock syndrome. Like we've talked about it, and I'm like, if you ever want to see, let me know, or and
fuck, Darlene.
No, like
so
if I've gone
weird.
to the bathroom, and you want to see how much blood there is, I'm hoping like you need to educate yourself.
That's a little too much.
Life would be a lot easier if men were to see what a period is really like.
That's true.
And it would be like, that's a lot of blood. Like, there's a senator, I read a story about a U.S. senator who thought that women could like turn it off and on and that they were just lazy. And he wouldn't let his interns or the female women in his office go to the bathroom whenever they wanted. He thought it was just like whatever. And then one day the intern was like, if you don't let me go, I will like leak through to the seat. And then afterwards, when she came back, she taught him. And this guy had like a wife and kids.
That's insane.
And she had to teach him like, this comes out, I cannot help it. Like, it's tissue and blah, blah.
I feel like they teach this in like sex ed though, no?
Well, he's like white conservative Christian.
Yeah, true.
Like
hold on. Let me give you
cultures that like if you're impure, women are impure because they have their period and blah blah blah, or they're not supposed to come around when they're on their menstrual cycle or whatever.
Yeah, because the men will get horny. The fuck? I don't know. God. The only thing I will say about periods is Don't be ashamed to have them, but embrace. I mean, even like this whole movement of like, oh fuck, like let's just omit the pad and the tampon altogether and just like bleed out.
And there was that marathon runner that like she had her period and she like kept going, and I'm like, damn, that girl is
this just got good. This just got good. I need to open another day.
You were so crazy. No, there was that one marathon runner. I think she's like Pakistani or Indian, and she like got her period in the middle of a marathon. And just kept going. She didn't give a damn.
I saw that.
I'm like, someone give this girl a medal.
Yeah.
Like, she's more influential to me than, Lena Dunham. Like, I don't like her.
You don't like her?
Nah, she's whack. But anyway, for many reasons, we'll get to that in 2 episodes from now.
That's a totally...
Yeah, but it's like these people that, like, people are like, oh my God, I just want to applaud her because she's such a woman. It's like, no, get me the girl that's, like, running the marathon, getting her period, and not stopping because she's probably cramping. Get me that girl that has like that one hormonal PCOS issue where she has a full grown beard and she's like owning it. Like that's crazy because I still like wax my upper lip.
Yeah. I go to my girl Anu up the street. Shout out to Anu.
She would get the nads or just a trimmer sometimes.
Shit, she fucking threads the shit out of my whole face. She's like. Like, hey,
a little knitting circle going on.
She's just like, what's up, girl? You here? I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm here. I'm back. But
and no, I'm okay with that. Like, but like I grew up getting made fun of for having like an upper lip issue. Upper lip hair, not really an issue, just because like that's just a family trait, and so like sometimes the nickname of choice was Cantinflas, which is like the Pee Wee Herman of like
Mexican,
Mexican, but he was a little bit funnier.
He was notorious. He's like a legend.
Yeah, and so he had the little like baby mustache, and that's what they would make fun of me for. But then like when I went the last time I saw my grandpa, who by the way his birthday is tomorrow. I mean he passed away a long time ago, but
happy birthday, R.I.P. Grandpa.
Yeah, and so when I went to go see him in Peru years ago, he told me he's like deja de crecer el bozo. And he's like, oh, and I guess that's a word in Peru for like a light woman's like upper lip hair. And he's like, let it grow. He's like, it reminds me of my mom. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, thanks, Grandpa. Like, okay, whatever.
Your grandpa was a feminist.
My grandpa was so not a feminist. This poor man was so oppressed and ignorant because of it sometimes. But
within the upper lip department, he was a feminist in the upper lip department.
And then he had some good advice for my mom sometimes just because he, had 2 baby mamas and racial divides. But he was very much like appreciative of like a woman's beauty and was like, oh, you should let it grow out. Like, so I'm like, okay, this is nice. R.I.P. Abuelito.
Yeah, R.I.P. Let's pour one out for the grandpa.
Yeah, but he was born like 6 months after the Titanic sank. So like homie was like a relic.
Shit.
Yeah, 1912.
He met Rose DeWitt Bucator. Jack Dawson.
Actually, he was Jack. He ended up in Peru. Okay, no.
Jack survived.
My family's gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Abuelito Aldo was not messing with no white lady on a door. He would have pushed her off the door and taken it himself. You know Peruvians? If you know Peruvians,
fucking turn the door to a raft and shit.
I know.
Oh, yeah. No, but yes, going back to the whole period thing. Embrace your period. If you want to let it bleed out, let it bleed out. Just be clean.
Be clean.
Be clean about it. Just
because
be clean
what happens
about
when
it.
you're not clean? Let's keep it real. There's a dark side. Okay.
You smell.
There's a dark side to periods, and then there's the darkest side to periods, which is like the residual odor that is left, and sometimes it mixes with the sweat, and with the bacteria down there, and you get the BV, the bacterial vaginosis. Mm-hmm. And it gets really bad. And this is the rule that I learned when it comes to body odor. If you can smell yourself a little bit, people can smell you a lot.
Okay. That's good to know.
It's so true. If you can smell a little bit of must on yourself, believe me, people can smell it. And they're not a liking.
Yeah, just get away a baby wipe or something.
Have a little extra pad in the back pocket.
Are we just like backtracking by saying that? I feel like we're not, right?
No, I feel like don't feel ashamed about your period, but also understand that like you have sense. You have a scent, an odor, a fragrance, if you will, and be responsible, because people can smell it and sometimes it's offensive.
Yeah.
You're just teaching self-care.
Wait, say that again?
I think you're just emphasizing self-care. Like, it's like, yeah, you can bleed out, but like at the same time, you know, you can have bacteria, and bacteria can cause disease, so be careful.
And odor.
Just respect my motherfucking nose, dog. Honestly,
like, we've had some experiences. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've gone out with a friend before, and a couple of us went out, and like, homie was on her pee, and that's cool, whatever. And it became crazy, like a 6-foot radius of smell, and then I was embarrassed for her, because I hate embarrassing people like that. Like, one thing's if you act like a fuck boy, I will embarrass you, but like if it comes to your body, if it comes to your body, and like if it's something on your face, or if you're like, you know, bleeding out, well, I'll tell you. But like, if you smell, like, I don't have the heart to be like, I'm sorry, you smell. Like, how do you handle that?
If I ever smell, just please fucking tell me, like, bitch, you smell. I'd rather you tell me.
I will, but I guess it'll be really hard for me. It'll be hard for me. This is all about me. No,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like, don't you ever get embarrassed if you tell someone like, hey, you smell, or like your nose hair's out, or I had to tell someone before, like, hey, can you tell your homegirl her nose hair is popping out of her nose? Like, and I'm big on that too, the nose hair thing. So like, I have bean-shaped nostrils, see?
Oh.
And so
nose hairs, you have bean-shaped nose hairs?
So I have bean-shaped nostrils.
Nose hairs, my bad.
And I get super self-conscious of like hairs coming out, so I like trim, I make sure everything's good. And so when I started dating Pancho, like, we had to have a conversation. I'm like, hey, can I trim your nose hair? And I mean, he's a really clean guy, but he's like, that's kind of weird, but like, yeah, sure, and he lets me. You know, and then we got into like a not an argument, but we had a discussion about like body hair. Because one time, like, I will occasionally go and get like a bikini / Brazilian wax. And then one time he talked, and I was like, yeah, would you like not like it if I grew my hair out? And he's like, well, I prefer it like not hairy. And I was like, that's disrespectful. Frida Kahlo. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is my body.
Yeah.
This poor man. And he's like, well, you know, like, I don't say anything when you try to trim my nose hair. I was like, oh, hell no, fool. Let me tell you something. Pubic hair is meant to protect your body from friction. And it wicks moisture away from the entrada. So, the enchilada. And so,
the jalapeno,
but like the nose hair, if it's out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to trim for you because you don't look crazy. You know, people think you're dirty.
It doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's not the same thing. And, you know, he understood, but I'm sure, yes, the preference would be no hair. But I also feel like sometimes it's healthier when there's some hair.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not always healthy when you got all that nose hair up in your nose. Like, you got to, you know, trim it. And
yeah, for sure.
I can't do it when there's stuff in it, too.
So let's recap this Womansplain session.
Number 1. Don't be ashamed to poop.
Don't be ashamed to poop. Don't be ashamed to fart. Or both at the same time.
But don't be like that rude, like, burp fart person that purposely does it, like, on top of people, or like, I hate when people, girls especially, but men in a different type of hatred, I hate when they like purposely belch to be disgusting. It's like, it's rude, it's disrespectful, like, it's gross, like, this is air coming out of your body of digested foods, like, have some decency.
Yeah.
You know, but when you're with your significant other and you got to fart and there's nothing to do, like, don't feel ashamed if you're around good company. Periods, own them. Maybe not love them, but own them.
Own them. Don't be afraid to take out the tampons or the pads. And just keep it clean.
Yeah.
Oh, and shaving.
Yeah.
Shave if you want to. If you don't want to, fuck it. Don't shave. Save some money. Don't buy a razor. Don't buy the little shaving shit. Exfoliate. Braid it. Yeah. Make some fucking brushes out of it.
Design it. Like, you know, like, make some thunderbolts.
Shazam. No, it's not Shazam. What is it called? Bejewel your hair. No, remember? No, I'm
gonna beat it. Like, you want to like
like those little beats from the 90s. Bedazzled.
Yeah.
No, that's for jeans. No.
I mean,
for clothes. I don't remember.
I mean, it's all good. Just bejewel it, I guess.
Yeah, bejewel it. Bejewel the shit out of your body hair if you want to. If you want to shave it, shave it. If you don't.
Make instruments, I guess, with it, like paintbrushes and I don't know what else.
Yeah.
And fans.
For sure.
You know, but enjoy the female body because it's a little ugly sometimes, you know, and it's okay.
For sure.
Anything else we should touch up on? I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, unless you want to talk about like...
Oh, God, the nails.
And
yeah. And then eyelash extensions. I mean, do you if you want. I don't get eyelash extensions just because.
Well, you have long ass eyelashes.
What? Thank you.
I've recently started getting eyelash extensions, and they've changed my life.
Do you get more hits on Tinder?
I actually disabled my Tinder.
You bitch. Why don't you tell us about this?
I disabled it because
I'm tired of being impressed by the man-made chains of digital misogynoir.
No, I disabled it. It's just it's not worth it. It's not worth it right now. I just
Have you found someone?
No.
Oh my God. No, he's found you.
Exactly. I haven't found anybody. I've been found. No.
Oh, you're really laughing right now, Alex.
Stop. Y'all are making me nervous. Y'all are making me nervous. Stop.
Have you found someone you're willing to shave for?
Gosh, you guys.
Oh my God. Hold on. Hey, look, I'll be real with you. I will, if it's the first impressions, I will get rid of hair.
Oh, for sure. You have to.
And by the way, referencing back to one of our first episodes where that homeboy shaved his pubes when I went on a date with him, and I found the tuft of hair in the toilet bowl. Like, if you're gonna shave your pubes for a guy or girl, or he, she, they,
flush them down the toilet.
Or make sure they get all in the trash can and clean up after yourself. Don't get caught. That's so burnt.
Yeah.
But I want to know more about this guy that's shave worthy.
No, it's
about to be no shave Movember.
Yeah, no shave. No, it's too soon to tell. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Too soon to tell. I don't know. I'm gonna not shave at the moment. You guys are so ridiculous. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, it's too soon to tell, guys.
What about you, Alex? What's the? Okay, I'm gonna switch my microphone over. Alex, what's the vibe with gay men and what's it called again? Gay men
Shaving?
and hygiene and grooming.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that's so much more intense.
Well, there's people that like it hairy. There's a whole culture on hair and hairiness, which are the bears. Actually, no. There's different categories for the weight and amount of body you have. There's bears. There's otters.
What the fuck is an otter?
An otter is a skinnier individual.
There's wombats.
There's Tasmanians. There's platypi. Excuse yourself. There's chicklings. I'm playing.
What?
I'm kidding. No.
Literally, Alex fucks with me all the time, and he just says the craziest shit, and I believe it half of the time.
She does. But in that category, and twings. That's because I am not extremely hairy, but I'm a fuller guy. But I'm not
You're
a bear. I'm what's an animal? You know what I am? I am a what animal?
You're a platypus.
No, I got no fucking beak.
Would you be an otter?
I would. I don't know. I guess.
Would you be?
But I'm not skinny enough to be an otter.
Bear? A non-hairy bear, a gummy bear.
Oh my God. That being said, I need to go to the bathroom.
I know. I have to low-key pee too. No, but
that's a different story for a different time.
It was really funny right now that we're talking about gay hygiene at work. The other day we found this notebook that somebody wrote years ago, and for some reason they were describing Alex, and they were like, the guy that smells really good, that wears a lot of gel. You saw that one? Yeah, it was hilarious. These little 10-year-old kids are like, Alex is the guy that wears a lot of gel. Yeah, it was funny.
I mean, it looks good. It doesn't look all flaky.
Well, right now I don't have much.
What do you use usually?
I use the Got To Be glue or Got To Be hairspray or sometimes the Tresemme No. 4 hairspray or 5 because the other ones don't work.
Because my life partner uses
Moco de
gorilla, which is translated to gorilla boogers. Moco de gorilla. Available at all pick and saves near you. Yeah.
Mine is German.
Yeah.
But his hair looks cute. I coerced him into growing his hair out. You think it's good.
I like Moco de Gorilla. If I don't have anything else, I would go to that.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moco de Gorilla. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I have to my little stuck up little buns, I will use some of his gorilla boogers.
Yeah, for sure.
The one he uses right now is El Rockero.
Right? Does he only use Spanish?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
Latino.
It's not the type because there's like 3 different types.
There's like El Rockero
Spanish
and like some other one.
Or something.
Yeah, and they're all little gorillas with like different like like
What's up with like Mexico? Well, not Mexicans, but Latinos. Like just oh my god! I swear to God,
Tres Flores one.
No, Tío Nacho's a soap. Oh my god! I swear to God, this one time.
But it's here.
Yeah, no, it's a soap. It's a bar of soap too. And my grandma, this one time, I was really sick, and my grandma, I don't know, she loves Tío Nacho, and she's like, my grandma, I'm really, really sick. She's like, just fucking bathe yourself in Tío Nacho and your sickness will go away.
I can't even do that. I know.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You want something crazy? Pancho's dad uses Zote, which is like the bar soap for like laundry.
No.
Yeah, he's like, it cleans really well.
No,
I'm like,
I can't.
You know what? That's a dedication to the game, though. That is dedication to like, I want to be clean. I will use industrial soap to clean myself because I don't play these games.
That's a clean motherfucker. That's a clean ass man.
I understand if you do some kind of like heavy work, like some work that is like construction or something. Landscaping. That's something that requires you to be like really dirty and sweaty. But that's gonna be rough on your skin. You gotta moisturize, homeboy.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true platypus.
Yeah, but no. And then Pancho, he's a very clean dude, and he loves his zest.
Oh, zest is the shit.
And then I, like, if we were shouting together, I scrub his back with my little, like, loofah with the little sea salt exfoliator. I'm, like, scrubbing his back because he needs to exfoliate his back because if not, what if he gets a pimple and I'm going to come for it.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to come for it. That's what I'm going to do. And so he doesn't like that, so he lets me exfoliate him.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No,
there's a lot of benefits to having
Dove.
a partner. Shit.
I haven't been able to buy it because they
played
being
around
racist.
Too hard. Yeah.
But anyway, should we recap again?
No, I think we're good. Just basically own your bodily functions.
Yes.
Don't, impose your odors onto others.
Yes.
And
impose your odors.
Yeah, and it's No Shave Movember starting the day after tomorrow. So women, include yourself in that if you want, and don't shave your prickly cactus legs.
And if you're high maintenance, like if you want to get eyelash extensions and get manis and petties, do it. I mean, do whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm. If you want to get an extension for your concha, go ahead.
Yeah, get pubic hair extensions if you need to.
Or you know what else? If you guys want to try it, well, I don't know if you can, Alex. Getting your vagina steamed. I've been wanting to try that. And you sit on top of like this like buttless chair, and you're wearing like a robe, and then they steam your vagina with like 11 herbs and spices.
It's like KFC for your vagina or what?
Yeah, well, it's like like different types of herbs, and you ever heard of that?
Okay. What are the benefits?
I'm gonna do a shout out to my friend Ariana.
Okay,
who told me about it. I totally have been wanting to go there, and I think you should come with.
I'm
Alex,
so down.
If you can steam your nuts,
Can we make it a video?
Will it peek under the robe?
No, of course not. That would be pornography, darling.
Or educational video.
I mean,
yeah, but I'm down to steam that sucker.
But what are the benefits of it? It just makes it soft.
I think it like helps with like the inner flora and fauna.
Okay, so eat some pineapple.
Yeah,
just eat some pineapple and get your
helps to like moisturize the skin.
According to the Kardashians, if you eat pineapple, it makes it sweeter.
Oh my god, the Kardashians.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm not gonna
I don't know. I mean, they're pretty. I'll believe them. I'll take their beauty tips.
Yeah, but I mean,
so it's called.
They're gonna do it because they're Kardashian.
Yeah,
that's true. So I guess it's called yoni steaming. Yoni is a Sanskrit word for womb or vagina. And it's a treatment used to cleanse and revitalize the uterus, effectively reducing the discomfort associated with menstruation.
I need to do that.
So let's
tomorrow.
do that. That'll be like our review next time.
Let's do it.
And then we can also talk about colonics.
Ooh, I love colonics.
I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I had to shit into a hose, and I'm like not down ever again.
That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is.
Never again.
Okay, so next episode we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Or in a couple of episodes we'll talk about. We'll go do this and then we'll talk about this.
We'll talk. Yeah. So vagina steaming, colonics.
If there's anything crazy that you guys want us to try, please let us know.
Womansplain.
We'll womansplain
the whole idea of it, yeah, and how you're really gonna feel.
We'll steam our conscious for y'all.
Just don't be self-conscious.
Yeah, no. With that being said, Darlene, it's always fun hanging out with you, Alex.
It was a great time.
I'm glad we established that you're a platypus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we bid you adieu. Have a great Halloween.
Yay.
And just remember, if you're going to dress like a slut, hoes never get cold.
Yes. Oh, grrr. Adios. Bye-bye.
Bye.